Hey guys, Neil Bella back at it again with another video. This is live update as well. 13th May 2018. On Sunday 29th April 2018, I didn't sleep at the night before this day because I woke up with a cramp on my right calf and it was sore the whole day. Bought the Mother energy drink from my younger brother because he asked me that he wanted one. Finally fell asleep at around noon to around 5 p.m. and then my whole family went to Bankstown RSL to celebrate my younger brother's birthday. It's a buffet restaurant. We ate food, drank drinks, and talked with each other. Some families sung happy birthday for their child or someone having a birthday at the other side of the food court. However, our family didn't sing happy birthday to my younger brother. Well, either forgot or just wasn't bothered to sing happy birthday. We went home. My second oldest brother was visiting our house afterwards, and my oldest brother was sleeping at our house that day. On Monday 30th April 2018, one of my referees replied to my email as he is my teacher in my former high school. In regards to my HSC and awards, he said they'll let me know in a day that I can come to the school and they will get them to me. I also contacted my former high school office and asked them if I could see the principal in regards of the photos for year 12 class and year group. They said they might have it in the archives and they'll call me later. On Tuesday 1st of May, around noon or the afternoon, another friend of mine, not the same friend who I was talking online during late morning, this other friend that was visiting my house as we watched anime called Danmachi for 3 episodes. We then went to ate one of large chicken halal snack pack near Wally Park Station, and then we both went home. On Wednesday 2nd May 2018, I spoke with one of my referees who is a teacher from our former high school and was my year coordinator in year 12, asked which day I am free to come to school and discuss the HSC issue. So I said I'm free tomorrow and Friday as well. Then we agreed to discuss the HSC issue with me on a Friday morning. Coincidentally, and somehow the time I planned to meet up at the same time everyone starts school or when you line up outside homeroom. Additionally, that day I went to the job agency afterwards, like on Wednesday, that is not Friday. On Wednesday, additionally, that day I went to the job agency afterwards starting the weekly workshops. Today my work mentor was sick, so all the job seekers who have to see my work mentor had someone else other than Sarah, which is my work mentor. Anyways, I told the current work mentor, Louise, updated her about the high school related issues. I had to follow up and also updated Michael, my recruitment manager at the job agency, about what's going on with me and what types of jobs I'm looking for. On Thursday, 3rd May 2018, I had a haircut and my beard shaved, but my mustache is still growing as I didn't get it shaved. On Friday, 4th of May 2018, I went to my former high school and contacted my former year 12 coordinator and discussed the HSC issue with me. We have to get more supporting documents for my psychiatrist or GP because I was away for 2 exams and didn't have documents explaining the reason of my absence. We discussed that this issue will be discussed with the principal because it concerns with the higher ups. Mr. Garcia, which is one of my referees, which is my former year 12 coordinator, was the person I spoke to discuss the HSC issue of mine, and he gave me all this other stuff for high school graduates. This high school stuff that people graduated high school, they gave them this stuff as well. I have a video of what I got along with photos and explaining what's happening with me in regards to investigating my HSC. I'll put the link below in the description. I contacted my case manager about this issue and explained what we had to do after he called me and told him every key point. Met up with a friend at Bankstown, drank Slurpees, made an account for Meetup and discussed what's happening with life. On Saturday 5th May 2018, went to my older brother's house with my parents and helped my older brother install the lattice below the plant box or plant frame. We then went Bunnings because my older brother had to buy something there. We went to El Jana nearby and my older brother bought it. Then we ate it at my older brother's house and then I slept at my older brother's house while my parents went back home. On Sunday the 6th of May, I woke up at 5:45 a.m. because of my alarm, and I woke up again, finally got out of bed at 8:30 a.m. Ate migo ring with the soup for breakfast, then watched animes with my older brother, recent episodes of One Piece and getting up to date with My Hero Academia Season 3. Got dropped off home and my younger cousin visited. He was playing the electric guitar and we were listening to heavy metal music in the laundry room through a Chromecast as my dad started the Chromecast session. On Monday 7th May 2018, went to the job agency and updated my work mentor what's happening to my HSC. On Tuesday 8th May 2018, watched animes with my ABC otaku friend at 12 to 2:30 p.m. Mr. Garcia, my former year coordinator from high school, called me regarding the HSC issue. I have to get supporting documents from these 2 days I was away from exams for the GP or psychiatrist. Waited since 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for my other friend who's a primary school friend who used to claim he was a hacker. We both paid a large HSP and ate it together because we were both hungry. Then we went home. So like the other friend, ABC Otaku friend, he went home And then I saw this other friend who was a primary school friend who claims he's a hacker. I mean, we met at 6 p.m. and then we ate HSP, which is halal snack pack, at this place at Wally Park. Anyways, on Wednesday, 9th of May, texted my case manager what's happening with my HSC and also my former year coordinator, Mr. Garcia, through emailing. On Thursday, 10th May, I went to my GP and received a medical certificate for the days I missed the exam and had in the supporting documents, which was the 23rd and the 31st of October 2017. I went home and emailed my former youth coordinator from high school, Mr. Garcia, and updated what I did. My friend Matthew, a friend of mine who I met at hospital, which is the friend I was talking about, the ABC Otaku, messaged me as I invited him days to be on my podcast for Saturday, the 12th of May. He messaged me to say that podcasts aren't really his thing, so we agreed to it. Another friend of mine will be there instead. So this other friend who I speak of, who claims to be a hacker, is named Amato. I've mentioned him before in my life updates. You might hear him in the next podcast because I have him there. I'll have him in the next podcast. Anyway, so I messaged the other friend of mine, also known as Amartya. Amato, but it's spelled Amartya. So Amartya, as I also invited him days before to be a future guest of my podcast. I messaged him that day and he said he might join me and my co-host Jumwa on Friday 11th of May. My former year coordinator from high school, Mr. Garcia, called me and told me to meet him at school on Monday next week, which was the 14th of May 2018 at 2:45 p.m. On Saturday 12th of May 2018. Me and my best friend and co-host Jumwell were supposed to have the podcast 6th episode of the entire series with our special guest Amato, but we had to postpone it because Jumwell had to see the doctor, so we postponed it for the next day. I also messaged my younger cousin that I won't be shooting hoops with him tomorrow since it's raining the following day, which was Sunday. I also messaged my older brother that I won't be sleeping at his house this week, maybe next week. Later that day, during mid to late afternoon, I was chatting with one of my internet friends from California. Talked about any stories that we have that has happened to us, food and life so far for us. And yeah, that's about it. This is 9 minutes, like if it's unedited, but I'll edit this and it'll probably be shorter.